Definitely. Hi, everyone. Here we are. Yay. I'm always missing my Valerie. It's so
Oh,
nice to see you, dear. And thank you for being here with us today.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Aley. I
Oh, of
love you.
course.
Have
I
the
love
best
you too.
energy.
Thank you. So a little bit of an update for those of you. My the last emergency room visit for Keith was number 7, and they thought they found what the problem was, and so they admitted him. And because it came up in a blood work that they thought he had a clot, and so they did all the things they needed to do, and they couldn't find it. It disappeared. So, if that's prayer working in real time, thank you very much. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you for your love, your thoughts, your prayers, your kindnesses. He woke up this morning and got up out of bed. He wasn't up 2 minutes, took his blood pressure, and it was back up to 209 over 114. He's not doing anything. So it's a little concerning. I'm not going to rush him back to the emergency room because it's more stressful, I think, to sit in the emergency room than it is to be here. So that's his deal. I want to thank everybody also for your donations and your prayers, which are just as important, because not everybody has money to give, and I'm not expecting that from anybody. But if your prayers for my professor, who is in a shelter, and the GoFundMe that I have for her is already up over $1,100. I'm hoping to give her some help in some way or another. Her dementia's creeping in a bit too much, and I'm hoping she can find someone to help her out. She needs it desperately. I'm having a dream class on the 27th, the 3rd, and the 11th. My members can come free. And if anybody else wants to come, it's a $33 for the $11 a session. It's going to be on Zoom. You don't have to show your face if you're shy, it's fine. But any donations I get for that will go right to Sandra as well. That's for her. So, and I've gotten some people that sent me some through Venmo and PayPal as well for her. So I've added those to the mix. Anyway, enough of that. I just wanted everybody to know, and I appreciate you both, all of you, both, everybody that are here. And Valerie's an astrologer. She and Diana are very wonderful astrologers. And Diana has been keeping tabs on what's going on with Keith and the stars. And Valerie and I have talked a little bit about it as well. And today, before we take readings and stuff, I'm going to have Valerie talk a little bit about the conjunction that's coming up on the 20th and the Scorpio moon that's coming up soon after that, and what it means not only to you or the collective, because we're all going through something. It's like we feel stuck in glue, we're having financial issues, we're just feeling anxious or not feeling well, and it's not just us. It's we're in this together. So I want to make sure that Val addresses it. So
absolutely.
Well, yes, so thank you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, right? Look how far we've come since 2019, 2020, right?
Right. Oh yes.
And that time period was, conjunctions that hadn't been together for 800 years when the pandemic started.
Yes.
But that time period is about us releasing. Now, most of us here are older. A lot of younger generations understand that there's a lot of distortion here. There's a lot of brainwashing here. We were all brought up with these certain beliefs that, this is this has to be like that. Well, that's kind of what these conjunctions and these eclipses and these full moons and these new moons do. They kind of shake loose what isn't true. So we can see how far, and exposes the underbelly of what's going on, and we can see where that has really played out, and it's just going to continue to play out this year. But here we are after the Great American Solar Eclipse, total eclipse in Aries, coming up to the Jupiter Uranus conjunction in Taurus. That's really magical. That's on the
Mm-hmm.
20th. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in Scorpio, who is even going to further help us release what's no longer serving us individually, collectively, throughout humanity, because this is affecting us all. We all have all signs in our charts. We all have these conjunctions are somewhere. You know, if you there's plenty of
Mm-hmm.
astrologers that can help you. You can create a chart for free on astro.com, and it
Yep.
can show you where this is playing out, because Taurus is our this Jupiter Uranus uh, blessing. Really, I think it's just going to be a huge blessing for us. It's in all of our charts. It's Taurus. It's those ideas and aspirations and wishes and hopes that we think of, but we make them manifest in the physical reality, physical world. So
Mm-hmm.
that you know, and it's going to be close together. They've been together for a couple months, getting closer and closer. They're going to be together for about a month or so after that. But this is
Mm-hmm.
just this month's conjunctions, this month's astrology, and that's just two things. Well, with the solar eclipse was three. It is it is off the charts what we're going through as individuals and the collective, but if we can focus on and look at it, it's designed to shake up what no longer serves us, what
Uh-huh.
no longer
Uh-huh.
serves us.
Yep.
And if you can, and this is hard to do. Listen to what Aley was just saying about everything. If you can
Mm-hmm.
put faith, belief, trust over fear,
Yep.
it, it helps. It helps to clear it up. But that's easy for me to sit here and say
It's
that.
easy to say and hard to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
And it sounds kind of crappy, that I'm saying it like that, but that is our focus. Where do you place your focus? Now, if you're having to place your focus on the illness, I've been there, and
Mm-hmm.
you place your focus there, and you
Mm-hmm.
try everything you can, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
do believe they'll find out what's going on with him. But this has been a long time.
Yeah. It's been since November. Well, October 30th. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just one thing after another.
Yeah,
But we at least were able to close the office and get all that taken care of, and that's
yeah.
behind us. So that was a hard thing to do, out like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, wow, we got
Channing
so
is a nice person. She's a good
yeah.
astrologer. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
She's
yes, Ness was saying that she says April is tough. May should be better. And you know what? At least we've got that to look forward to. So let's
yeah.
hope May gets better. We got less, well, a little over 2.5 weeks or something, and then it will be May. I don't like to rush April. April's always a
Yeah.
hard month for me. I lose pets in April,
Oh,
and I've had other things happen. My mother died in April, so it's interesting. That's why I bought the dog April Joy that was born in
mm.
April. It's because I wanted something to make me happy about April.
Aw. And really,
So,
this April here is it's all of this is
yep.
about freedom. It's about freeing ourselves. And if we can look at it like that, I'm releasing stuff that I can lighten up and replace it with stuff I prefer. Replace it with beliefs and things that I wish for, hope for, however you want to put it, instead of being in fear, right? So this April is kind of clearing the air for us. May is going to be nice. I hear June's going to be nice. And that
That's
just means not a lot of the aspects, with the
yeah.
planets. But, we are in a solar maximum. We know the sun is shooting off solar flares, and that's
Yeah.
also to help us remove what's not serving us. And as it does, all that those light codes from the sun come in and
Mhm.
deposit into us. What's your biggest wish? What's your greatest dream? Can we can
Mhm.
we focus on that and go for that?
Eliza
Yeah,
says some folks born in 54 and 68 have the conjunction in their natal chart every 14 or so years.
right.
Wow.
And that's
Wow.
the last time Jupiter and Uranus were in Taurus. Think of
Okay.
the hippies. Think of the that time
Yeah.
period.
Yep.
And it is designed, this conjunction. Hi, Tarot Stash.
Yeah, Tarot Stash. Hi, Claudia.
I got Mama. This conjunction is designed to free us. And this is like a collective freeing up. You know,
Okay.
in the 60s, you know, we became more conscious of women's rights, of other rights. I mean, just that kind of stuff. Now, and interesting, during the French Revolution, there this conjunction was there, and that's pretty much when the French got rid of the monarchy, royalty, and that changed for those citizens. And that was the first time. Yeah. I mean, it took a little while, but it was the first time there was actually a middle class, you know, because there wasn't. You were poor or you were very wealthy, and that was it. Right. So over time, if you look at how it's triggered humanity to make changes with humanity, to be more what's that word I'm looking for? You know, understanding of we're
Passionate,
individual.
enlightened. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep. As a matter of fact, Immanuel Kant in 1784 wrote a treatise on the Enlightenment. And he said, what is enlightenment? And he wrote this whole big treatise on that. I always have my students read it because it was the most important thing was the courage to think for yourself.
Yes.
And right now we have a lot of people that have been filled with propaganda, and they believe what they're being fed, and nothing will change them. Their eyes are lying to them, but they've heard it so long. And, you know, so I'm hoping at some point this whole big, you know, illumination comes up and they say, what the hell have I been doing? You know?
That's what I have written down here. We are being illuminated. We really are. I even think those people who we look at and maybe think they're too far gone, this year is going to trigger a lot of awakenings. Now, not everybody's going to awaken, but if you understand that it is you, your energy, you can get a hold of your own energy. I can focus on what I love and value and what matters to me, right? What matters to me, what, without having any societal rules and regulations on me. So that's where we get messed up, because we feel like, oh, well, I have to behave like this because that's, you know, there isn't, you know, we have to work 40 hours a week, for instance. No, we don't. We don't. You know,
we've you know, we've agreed to do whatever it is we're doing, whether we admit it or not. Yeah,
right. So here we are. We're raising in vibration. We're raising in frequency.
Yeah.
We get to dial in that frequency and that vibration by how much we're going to let the old programs go. Who are we?
It is a scam. It is a scam, Ness. Yeah.
It is such a scam. And this is Aries season, where we just had that huge Aries solar eclipse. Who are you? Who am I? This is the big question. Because once we only have, what are we on the 25th? We have 6 more days left in Aries. Aries kind of set you up for the year. Who are you? How are you going to go forward? This matters, you know, for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
If you could be playing catch up, if you're not
that's true,
going in on your own heart and soul.
There you go. So I just want to acknowledge, I've been trying to wave to folks as they've come in. Let's say hello to everybody. We really appreciate you being here. And so we've got Ness, and we've got Christine Fryer and Jill and Craig, and McGrill is here. McGrill, I hope your mom is doing okay. Let us know, because she was going in for a biopsy. We want to know that she's okay. Diana's here, love, and Nancy and KK and Fatima. We have Carolyn Booker is here, and Peter, and her new white bear, Antonio. We sent her a white bear for sweet dreams. And we have Janet. Nice to see you, Janet. And Eliza Bassett, aloha from Maui,
Mm.
Mary Thornberry, and we have Sharon Foster, Ellen, and Maria is receiving abundance. May is your birthday month, Ellen. Well, it's good to know it will be better. There you go. Maria, let's see. We have Gerald popped in. I'm not sure if he's staying or not, but we love having you, Gerald. Cat Mama's here. Jess is here. And we have Cardamancy Angela. Hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. And we have Kate is here. Our friend Kate. And Maruda is here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Rossi. Wow, you guys, it's wonderful. Juno got her self-funded on GoFundMe, and she's doing much better, and we're really happy for Juno.
Yes,
so
it's
love to you.
Good.
Yep. And Kim Condon. Okay, Ness, I got your question.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Melinda Crocker, it's always nice to see you. Sometimes we see everybody over and over, and that's we don't want that to go away, but we love seeing some of you have been busy. Sunshine, yes. McGrill, the procedure went well. She's resting, 2 weeks for results. We're going to send lots of good positive outcome for Mom. And I hope that she is feeling much better and everything is a-okay. Yeah. Everybody, you move into lurking mode. It's perfectly fine. So Norma Vellas, it's nice to see you too. Yes. So Val wanted you to hear all about that. We're going to do some readings today. Every time I come on with Val, I feel like we need to talk about portals. It might be because her beautiful channel is named Illumination Portal, but I always feel like we all are stepping through different portals at different times. Yes. And so I've got my cards to do some portal readings, although I can do regular ones too as well. And I will tell you, Val loves her dragons. Yes. And of course she loves a lot of other cards, but so we will be pleased to do some readings for you today and hopefully offer some encouragement. The one thing I have noticed is that all of us are sort of we're grasping for I won't say dear life because that sounds too dramatic, but we're just grasping for connection with each other. And so I think it's beautiful that you're all here. We always appreciate that. And you're so good to each other in the chat. And I can't express that enough. As Gerald would say, best chatters in the whole world. So yeah. Hi, Rush. Rush is here. D. Alloway girl is here. Nice to see you. Yeah. So cool. Isn't that Jay? I love the name Kate too. My daughter's name is Kate. So I grew up, actually named her after my 3 sons, Katie, the blonde girl that marries Robbie. I don't know if you remember that. Oh, all right, Marood, I got you. I'm so sorry, D. Alloway, that you had to say goodbye to your baby. Okay, Kate. All right. Yeah. So thank you for putting some songs in. Nice to see you. Yeah, we are groping for words at this time. We are.
It's been tough. It's been tough.
Yeah. Yes. It's like we're tongue-tied. Like a tongue-tied. Really we say something, we think that didn't really come out sounding like it. All right, no, Maria.
It's so crazy. This eclipse really did. We are all being aligned onto our authentic past as our authentic selves.
Yeah,
that, and that can go either way.
It can.
And I would say just be in your heart. Be the love you are.
Yeah, be the love you are. Hi, Lori. Nice to see you.
Hi, Lori Hunsinger. Yeah. And a neutral observer. That's the hard one here, right? Because the more judgment we put on the external world, the more we lower our frequency.
And
So
we're separating from
yeah,
frequency. Yeah, that's
yeah,
very true.
and
Well,
go ahead.
you guys, this morning, poor Gerald, he's introducing all of us on the show, and he says, "And from Heart Centered Tarot is Aley." And I said, "Well, actually, that's Marina." But
Well,
it was
it's
fun.
not easy.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, you could have said from Captain Kangaroo.
The captain is
That's good, Yelloway. I hope if a lot of people can't do it, but if one of my pets has to transition, I have to be there holding them while they inject them. I won't leave them until they're gone, and then I hold space for them. But a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't, and I'm not judging anybody that can't. So yeah, we did have a good laugh. That's right. And Juno, you're right. Whoops, our hearts are all connected. Yeah, thank you. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Diana.
Yeah.
Do the YouTube
Yes,
thing.
Diana. Did you, Alloway? I was on a couple of weeks ago with Terry Renner. Her brother's coming in from England today, so we didn't have our show today, but I did Captain Kangaroo. The archetype. All right, Lorraine, sure. Okay. Okay, Amanda, you're out in the sun. Oh, good for you, girlfriend. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. Yeah. All right. So we've got about 12 right now. I think we're probably okay.
Okay.
You're right, Erin. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to start with my girl. Her friend Dana is watching with you. Hi, Dana. Nice to have you with us. What are the energies around new job prospects? Okay. Okay. We can check
for her friend, right?
For her friend Dana. Yep. Yep. We love new people. I'm glad you're there and you give him permission. So
yeah, I think this is the time where the doors are starting to open up wider. It's not been that way since right before 2019 when that huge conjunction happened. We got shut down, but now we are more aligned to who we are. We've released a lot, and we want to go forward in our in our next best step. But you're looking. You're do what you love.
Absolutely.
That's what
if you can. Yeah, if you can. Oh,
do what you love, and keep flowing. It's going to come through. It'll come, and this is for everybody. Things will come to us faster if we're in our heart doing what we love, focusing only on what it is we love. There's a lot of jobs I love to do. I didn't not like working, but it's kind of the prerequisite now as we raise our vibrations and our frequency. We gotta be focused on our heart. That's what I got.
Yes. No, you're absolutely right. No, we do. And Sharon O'Brien, good for you. Your doggies licked your nose right before going to doggy heaven. There's just something about it that is it's difficult, but it's wonderful. Hi, Annie Bear. Nice to see you.
I was with Buddy in July. It was one of the hardest things you do, but I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
Yeah. But I know some people are just not able to do it for whatever reason, and there's no judgment. So
no.
Yeah. Oh, an English dinner, Carolyn. There you go. He's such a good guy. All right. So this is very interesting for me. I was on Gerald's show this morning. This card came up twice, and I had shuffled, and I've just shuffled again. And I think this is a message for everybody because it has. So I'm just going to say everything right now is trial and error. And, this includes you, Dana. Experiment and find something that you really like. It says inexperienced is in a job or a situation, but willingness to try new things and exploring all possibilities. That goes a long way when you're looking for work. So make sure that you understand that. and I think that sometimes we may not know everything about the job, but we do know, for instance, we really like working with customers, or we really like to be on the phone, or we're very efficient with numbers, or whatever it is. Play up all of your good points, because that's what's needed right now. But for everybody else, this could be everything's trial and error. Don't take things so hard if they don't work out, because right now we're in this energy that makes it really, really difficult. I also got here that it might be challenging for you at this point, but not to give up. Keep looking for work. And it says you're no longer letting people dictate or run your life right now. You're going through an awakening, and that is just fabulous. Wow, that's big news. And it says, let your imagination run free for what you want to do. And if you can't find what you want, make what you want. In other words, there are people that innovate and they come up with jobs that fill a need. And so if you can't find one, maybe you can fill a need. For instance, you could go in and help an elderly person and take their stuff to the cleaner, or wash the clothes, or go get their groceries. I mean, there's lots of other things you could maybe innovate with. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure there's other things that you could do.
I'm glad you brought that up, innovation, because that is the word for Uranus, right? And Uranus is Jupiter's 1 degree away, so they're pretty much together. But whatever's going to happen is going to be unusual, unique, outside the box, innovative. So this to me is really cool. And for that Jupiter Uranus, those in their heart are going to get really big surprises, because we've done a lot of work in this 5-10 year period, so that's how I'm being given the information.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. Hello, Carolina. It's nice to see you too. You just came in. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. All right. So I hope that helps you, Dana. All right.
You're so good on the chat.
It's just experience working with a lot of people in a school setting, really. So it helps. And thank you, Oil Painter, for sending all the things to Professor Sandra and Keith, and to you for strength. Thank you, my dear. You are such a wonderful person. We love you. Oh, we got that already, and we got this already. All right. So let's go to Nancy. Would love a career reading for the rest of the year. So this is the new one today. Some days we get the career. Some days we get the love. Some days, it's all right. It's all good.
Okay, It is. It's like all new open road, vistas. It is about following your heart and really being true to yourself.
Yeah, it really is. All right. Hopefully I won't get trial and error again, Nancy. It just keeps coming up. Oh my Lord.
Oh, I do got new changes and begin for a new path too. And it's right in there.
Oh.
And you're protected.
Wow.
Protected, guided, guarded, and protected is what I'm hearing. Uh-oh. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read the news, Aley.
I got you, Ness. Yeah. All right. So what did you, are you frozen, or am I frozen? Who's frozen?
Go out and come back.
You want to? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. Sometimes that happens. Yeah. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and read. Jill, you're so right. Actually, and Jean was the one that wanted to make sure that I said your name right. It's funny. My husband used, when we worked for a company, he would always, when people walk in, you must be, like, people made appointments, and he'd say, well, you must be, Tom Smith or John Doe or whatever. And so One day he got a name that was very, very long, and it was like So Samuli Gunya Gupla or some it was a very long Indian name. And he worked on that name and he worked on that name. And the person came in and he says to them, "Oh, you must be." And he said the name and the person nearly caved in. Honestly, no one ever says their name right. Ever, ever, ever. And he's like, "How did you know?" It was really cute. So, all right, sunshine, I got it. Thank you, dear. All right. So hopefully Val will be back. All right. So Nancy, your career. Let's see what we got. Well, this is interesting. Oh, okay. So let's see. We have. Oh, Carolyn, that's what they call it. For me, they call that kind of Yorkshire pudding and sausage Yorkshire pudding with this. I didn't know it was called a hole in the road or whatever it is. That's interesting. Hi, Andrea Galvin. Nice to see you. All right. So here we go, Nancy. I don't know how old you are and you don't have to tell me, but have you just raised your children and now you're out on your own? I mean, are you, or is this some kind of career move that you're making that's different because you don't have children anymore to worry about, paying for? Because I got children and I don't, it says starting a family. I'm not feeling that that's where you are, but I may be wrong. But the second one was that, are you planning on relocating for work? Because I got the relocation and it says a change in the home, moving to a new location, plans to relocate, and relocating for work. And your question was work. So I'm wondering, maybe you don't even know this yet. Maybe you don't know, but I'm wondering if you you might be asked to take over, but you'll have to move somewhere else to do it. All right. Okay, Val. Yeah, I think it's probably the sun. Yeah, she's trying to get back on. Something strong hit her internet. Okay. All right. And Nancy, contracts will be coming, important agreements between two parties, making something official. So I think they're going to offer you a contract. They're going to offer you a contract, and it might be very lucrative. If they are relocating you, oh, you have 2 kids under 10. Okay. All right, Nancy. Well, that's good to know because I wasn't sure if you were young or older like me and you want to adopt and you want to relocate into a new. All right. Well, the first card I got was children. So that was spot on. I just thought maybe you had already raised your children, but it says here helping, working with children and starting a family. So, and the relocation and the contract. So maybe the contract is either your house, buying a new house, getting a different house, or it could be a contract with an adoption agency. That's fabulous. Wow. And it's going to bring you some freedom. You're going to feel wonderful about it, I think. Remember not to sign any contracts this month. Mercury's in retrograde and until the 25th. And then you have a little bit of a shadow after that. So make sure that you're careful in signing any contracts if they come up. And yeah, I think it nailed you right on the head. Thank you for validating some of that because yeah, there you go. Oh yes, you've been having high winds in New Jersey. I think, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I think that it's Ivana rolling around, even though she's cremated. That earthquake happened 1 mile from Bedminster. So yeah, and I'm sorry to bring up that yucky news. Anyway, just wanted to follow through. Oh, Andrea's moving too. That's right. Wow, big wins, huh? I don't know if Val can get back on. She said she's trying, but that's a shame. All right. You're claiming that, Kiba? All right. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. A toad in the hole. Okay. Not to be confused with frog's legs. All right, let's move on to the next person here, and that's Miss Maruda. And I know you want to ask Val. I'm going to move, if it's all right with you, Maruda. I have dragon cards and I can read on it, but I'm going to wait and see if Val can come back because I'd love her to read for that if you have time to wait. All right, so we can move on to Kate right this minute. And Kate, we love a reading on friendship misunderstandings. All right, sweetheart. Yeah. It happens. Happens a lot. And right now, communication is not that good with a lot of things. So what I have is I have some beautiful cards that are intuitive life coaching oracle. That's what I'm going to use. And they're just wonderful. They seem to hit the nail on the head. So let's see what we can get. I don't know if anybody else came in. Let's see. Mercury retrograde. Yep. Is the earthquake crack open, Ivana? Yeah, I know. I wondered the same thing. Yeah, I'll let you know. Right now, I've got 7, including what Maruda, if Valerie comes back or not. Yeah, I could probably take a couple of others, but not too many more. But I'm hoping Valerie will get back, be able to get back in. Hi, Linda Kennedy. It's lovely to see you. All right. All right, Kate, let's see what we get for you. Oh, this is appropriate. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, wait till you see what I got. You got dreams come true. Your dreams are coming true because you stayed true to your heart's desire. I love this because you're the dream detective. You know all about that. And look at that with the beautiful light. It's almost like Starry Night, Van Gogh's Starry Night. Not quite as beautiful, but your dreams are coming true. Do not despair. The second card I got was dreams. You can't make this up, Kate. And it says here, your dreams may be more vivid and intense than usual. So they're trying to tell you something. And I know you pay attention. So look at that. It's like a splash in the heavens. I love it. And the last one I get is stretch yourself. Stretch yourself. It is time to move past your comfort zone and into the unknown. So yes, your dreams are telling you what you need to do. You're ready to do them because they're saying this is the time for you to stretch yourself. And maybe in that stretching of yourself, all the other misunderstandings will go away and everything will be much more settled. So I love this. And look at this. I just love this. I love that the 2 dream cards came up. That's amazing. Oh, God. That's always. Oh, good, Kate. I'm glad. I'm glad. All right, Sonia. Am I supposed to send it by papers? Same weather. I want to stay here another year by the 5th of May. I'm holding off. Moving would be nice, but not this year. You know, sometimes you just know. You just know that you have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, that's right. No, I got it, Ness. I have your question, honey. Yeah, you don't have to repost it. Yeah. Val's still not connecting. Okay. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, wow, Carolyn. That's beautiful news. I'm so glad. Oh, prayers do make a difference. And you make a difference because you're very loved. And Antonio loves you too. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right, Ness. Yeah, maybe Val, if you can hear me at least, maybe you can do it on your hotspot or on your phone. Yep, the energy is opening up for healing. It is. It is. things are moving forward. I don't know if you guys, of course, a lot of you watch Cash Peters. My husband asked me to watch the end when he talks about the eclipse. I've never really seen Cash Peters talk about a lot of metaphysical. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. But he says that this portal is basically lifting everybody up, and everybody's going to start having epiphanies and a lot of different things in their lives and things like something like that. And I thought that was quite telling, because he doesn't tend to do that. I mean, he's a very spiritual guy, and he makes the pictures of the crossovers and everything. I just don't see him really talking about that. So it was quite interesting that he did that. So if you get a chance, it wouldn't be the one that he posted today, but it was one that he posted, I think, 2 or 3 days ago. And on it, in the beginning, there's some other stuff, but he talks about the eclipse. So and that's Cash Peters, if you all know who that is. Oh, Biden and Trump. Yeah. Okay. He's wonderful. Cash Peters is like, he's an unusual, not manifester, but reader, I guess. He does it through pictures. So, all right, Kate, Sharon O'Brien, you would love a portal one. Okay. And Maruta, if she doesn't come back, I'll do you next. And then if she does come back, she can just read for you at that point. So you get read. All right. Ooh, Sharon. Wow. This really illustrates what you've been going through for the past whatever amount of time, 6 months, a year. The first one is the celestial realm wants you to know that they're behind you, they support you, and they're ready to upgrade you in some ways so that you're able to maybe hear them or see them or feel them. The regular angels are getting the message, and they're there with you when you need them. If you want the archangels to come in, you have to call them verbally. So make sure that you say, Archangel, it's not Gabriel, it's not Michael. The one we talked about on the dream show the other day. Darn it. Now I feel really stupid. I hate all this old age forgetting things. Anyway, call in the angels. There's one that helps with health, and there's one that heals. And so I'm not sure if it's Gabriel, but check with it. They're the main archangels. There's 7 of them, the main archangels. Call him in to help you through, because they're saying you've already seen the underworld. You've been, down and depressed. You haven't felt well. You, and we've all had that in some form in our lives at some point. And it gets really, really old. In fact, that's what Keith's saying right now. This is getting really old, that I have all these issues all the time. And very well understood. But look at the underworld is a 27. That's a 9. And a 9 is completion. So they're saying you're moving away from that. And that you're going to have some choices in which way you want to go now. And I love this, because up ahead of her are 3 portals. And usually at least we have 2 choices, but this is saying there'll be 3 choices for you, 3 choices ahead for you. And we don't always know which one is the one we should do. We want to be sure all the time. We want to know before we move forward. But what it's saying is, whichever one you choose is the one you were supposed to choose, and it will lead you where you're supposed to go. And don't look back and regret, oh, I wish I'd taken the other road. Move forward and say, this is where I had to go in order to get what I needed to get. So I think it's very encouraging. But at the same time, because we have free will, even the archangels say you have to make the choice. We can't make the choice for you in which way you're going to move ahead. So many blessings to you, my dear. I just want you to get feeling better. Yeah. All right. Rush, I gotcha. Who else snuck in here? Oh, Raphael. Thank you, KK. Thank you. Archangel Raphael, Sharon. Archangel Raphael. Not forgotten, just misplaced. Thank you. Oh, yes. And Diana, too. And Scott. Thank you. And Maruda. Rossi. Oh, you guys are all wonderful. Thank you. You're all at the same time. Scott, it's good to see you, dear. Yes. Raphael with health and Uriel for the healing alchemy. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Terry. I see. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I want to say that Lori says 2 days ago we had 2 jumps in the Schumann resonance, which is the vibration that we have and that we don't necessarily see, but we do feel. It was a bump that widened the gap with us with 3D into 5D. I felt the bump that day. It's another reason we're adjusting to the new energies. Absolutely. When we were in the emergency room, who did I come across again? But the lady that I told you guys about that was there in March, who had all the stones on, and we had this metaphysical conversation, and she was there again. And I kept saying to myself, thank you, because it's somebody that understands, somebody that really understands. Yeah. She can't get back on, Juno. All right, sweetheart. All right. Well, I'm just going to stay here then and finish up the readings with you all. And we're going to move forward from there. All right. Oh, Pam Gregory says the same thing, Mary. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to listen to some of those. Wonderful. Yeah, I know, Scott. Valerie was on. She got bumped off. So unfortunately, and I don't mind being on alone. Yeah, I like it, actually. It's okay. I just wish Val could get on, but yeah. All right. It's all meant to be. I have to take it that way. All right, Lorraine. Yeah. Sharon, just about a year now. Yes. We'll need to make a choice. Want to be well so I can. Okay, sweetheart. Good. Then you know what it is that they're talking about. Ask them to help you. Ask them to help you. Absolutely. Ask them to come in and intervene on your behalf and speak it when you ask, Sharon. Say, I want to call in Archangel Raphael for healing and Archangel Uriel for alchemy. And Michael, if you want to come in too, that's fine. You'll cut away some of the problems. And it's just more speaking something than not. A lot of times we just quietly ask. Now you got to really get out there and take charge. All right, Maruda, my dear, let me get my dragon cards out. But I know you're asking about your specific dragon, so I do recognize that. Where's those dragon cards? Somewhere here. I got all this junk in front of me because I was with Gerald today, so I'm trying to find what I need to find. All right. It's always so much fun to work with Gerald and Richie. We had a good laugh today. All right. Here's the Dragon Riders Oracle for you, Maruda. By the way, Miss Maruda, Madame Maru, will be on my channel later on in the month, and I'm excited to have her. She has her own channel now, and got a lot of people upgrading their spiritual practice and having channels. And that doesn't mean everybody has to have one. It just means that it reminds me of Dolores Cannon. The light workers are all showing up to help other people get through all this. So, all right. So what you have, and you say your dragon's name is Elise. Okay. There's a picture here of Mars, the warrior, and Certus. Understand that nothing is wholly good or evil, and that even the strongest poison can heal in the right dose. Oh my God. We're going through this right now. We really are. The medicine that you can take to help with tachycardia, if you have it, is the same medicine that if taken in a bigger dose can kill you. So yeah, it's a fine balance. I'm feeling as though, and I don't think you think that your dragon is evil. I think you feel really comforted by that. So, but it's just a way of bringing the idea of unity in. We've got to stop the duality. Not everything is this or that or up or down or in or out. We have to choose unity. That's what this card is reminding us to do. The second one is Imastar and Diamond. Imastar has spoken. Come to me in the temple of eternal purity Let me fill your view of the future with a rosy light. And look at how beautiful this is. And interesting that this is light and this is dark. And that doesn't mean that this is evil and this is good. It's asking us to take both of them at the same time and unify them for the greater good and for our greater good. I hope that makes sense to you, Maruda. I'm looking forward to working with you really soon. And I thank you for being here. Yes. All right. We've got Maria. Go. I'm trying to work on the chat. You have Mars in Aquarius. Oh. ML. Hi. Today, I've been on a diet for a long, long time. And today I had to have a little bit of licorice. Something going on. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Terry. It's good to see you. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got. Christine, my focus isn't that great either. Yeah. So Andrea says a little tidbit on the health from the eclipse and some other work leading up. Slight switch from healing concept to repair. I like that, Andrea. I have told Valerie and I've told a few other people that Keith had a blood clot in his leg in 2017, just before we went on our trip during the solar eclipse. And now he had a blood clot right after the solar eclipse. I just thought that was no coincidence for me anyway. So, yeah, tachycardia. Yeah. Oh, yes, Ellie down under. Mm-hmm. All right, Maruda. All right, Maria, you want a portal? All right. I've said it many times, but I love Maria's. It's a mantra. That's what it is. It's her affirmation. She's receiving abundance. She looks at it all the time when she comes on, because that's her. It's a wonderful way of keeping that in your mind. That we are. Abundance is available to every one of us. There's more than enough to go around. We have to move from lack and limitation into the abundant living. Okay, Maria, so this is your past. Looks like you're walking away from the past into a new portal that has another portal ahead of it and another portal ahead of it and another portal ahead of it. So you're making progress on your journey and you're standing up straight and walking right through it. The second one is the underwater realm. So it looks like you not only are walking through portals, but you're deep diving into your emotional life and how you work with it. And there you are, just dropping in, and you're going to start maybe working at a different level, at a different area. And what's it going to do? It's going to provide a big transformation for you. You've probably already started the transformation, but it's going to get more and more. Each portal that you go through, whether it be walking through, swimming through, all this is learning, and all of it will transform you to be where you're supposed to be. So there you go. I love that. It's wonderful. All right. I'm trying to find Ness. I think I clicked on yours, and then it was, are you taking readings? And then when that happened, I'm trying to find where you were in the back. All right, that's on that. Are you just, I think you asked, are we just, you want a reading for the upcoming weekend, I think it was. So I think that's what it was. So I'm just going to do that. And you can put in there if there's something specific that I'm not hitting on, but I'll go ahead and read for you for the weekend coming up. All right. I would love a general one. It's going to be, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Okay, D. Alloway. Yep. You're welcome, Maria. Yeah. Sorry, everybody isn't getting a chance to get a reading from Val. All right. Oh, wonderful. Cat Mama has 121 subscribers. If you get a chance, go over and subscribe to Cat Mama's channel. It's fabulous. And she just recently did a live all by herself. Oh, that sounds like something Dad would say, Carolyn. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're going through an initiation. I love this. Look at that. It's like the halls of records, honestly. 29 is an 11, so you're elevating. I think you have another master number, I believe, in your birth year or date. I think you've said before. And so you're just working at all different levels. I'm thinking that, and I think all creativity it's inspiration from above. They're saying you're doing a good job doing whatever it is that is channeling what you're putting out. So there's that one. And it says, don't blame anybody. Don't blame anybody for anything that goes wrong at this point. It's time for you to take ownership of the life you're creating and not be in doubt and not blame somebody else if it doesn't work out. I don't know that I see you doing that, but I'm just going to let you know that. And I'm going to pull one more card for you, which is adventure. They're saying you're on this wonderful adventure. And yes, and remember, when you are on an adventure, the roads aren't straight. The roads are twisty turning. The roads move in a different way. Sometimes you're up above, sometimes you're down below, and the view is different in each one. But they're liking the balance that you're striking. So there you go. Yep. I think that's a pretty positive one. Oh, sorry, Sonia. That's not good. All right. The last one I got here is Kimber. I see your question, and I'm going to say that the questions are closed right now because I've got 8. But I will read for the 8, and I'll tell you, I have Lorraine R, Susan Funes, Sunshine, Rush, Sonia, Lorraine, D. Alloway, and Kimber. Okay, just so you know who I have here. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull out some different cards here, and they're called What We Have Forgotten. And they're very interesting cards. I like them. And I'm just feeling called. Well, Lorraine wants a portal, so I'm going to pull some portals. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, so there's that. Now, what have we forgotten? Okay, Lorraine. The first one I get is you may have also felt like you've been walking through the underworld, that, maybe things haven't gone the way you've exactly liked them to go. But remembering the number 27 is a 9, then you're finishing up this cycle. And I really love the fact that this is a sort of a spiral as it goes down. And you're already up here. You're not down in that hole anymore. So you've brought yourself up, and that could be from 3 to 5D. It could be anything really. But I think that this is where you're moving from. And they're saying you may have to have some seclusion or take a vacation and go to a house somewhere out there in the woods or near the mountains or near the beach, wherever you want to go, or a lake, and spend a little bit of time ruminating. I would say that you might want to bring a journal with you, because you might be able to jot down some ideas and thoughts that you have while you're doing this. They said, please take courage and look at it. It's in the form of a beautiful heart with a sapphire color and a sapphire stone in the middle. It says, you just remain courageous, because this is what has brought you out of that underworld idea, out into where you are. And many of us have said we feel more comfortable at home than we do anywhere else. And we don't have to be anywhere but home, really, if we don't want to be. It's nobody's business but ours. I'm not comfortable driving anymore out in the craziness. Going to the hospital and back the other day was a little stressful for me. And I always was in my car. I'm not feeling it right now. Trust the gut. Trust your heart. Your courage is there for you. Go. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Checking in here. You recently bought a journal? Good. There you go, Lorraine. Yeah. Oh, these cards are called What Have We Forgotten by Amy Miranda. I just got them and they're really nice. They're gorgeous. Yep. You're a homebody. Okay. So you'll be 69 in June and your eyesight, I'll be 69 in September and my eyesight is horrible at night. Oh, Cat Mama, you got 122 now. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Christine Fryer. That was great. All right. So here we have Susan. If we can ask questions, did my visit to see the eclipse in the area where it was complete, Indianapolis, affect you in a big way? So you got to see it. I know that was one of the places that a lot of people gathered together, Susan. How beautiful. It definitely affects all of us, even if we didn't see it physically, even if we weren't there. But you're out there. You're out there getting that energy. And what I loved about it is that you were with a collective of other people and you were bathed in the energy of the sun and the moon, watching this once in a 40-year, 30-year, 20-year, whatever it is, event. How could it not affect you, if you know what I mean? And I don't mean on a cellular level, I don't know, but definitely on a intuitive psychic level, because you were aware it was something that was there for you. The first card I pull is that, yes, you made landing. In other words, you landed in the right place to go see what you wanted to see. And you were the observer. And this person looks like the observer. This is, you watched the landing in a sense of the moon across the sun. And that would definitely affect you in some way. I absolutely think I do. And I get the principle of correspondence. So I'm feeling as though the correspondence of the event and the way that it all worked with all the people who chose to be there at the same time was orchestrated very, very in a very big way by angels and others. And I believe that there's going to be some enlightenment that is going to come from this. Some of us were already, enlightened or on the way to enlightenment. And I think others, you carried space for those people in order for them to also come up in their vibration. It's all about vibration. It's all about intention. It's all about compassion, love, and understanding. There's just something about coming together in a huge group with like-minded people that it does create a change. And I don't think it's a bad change. I think it's a really good change. You finally get imagination. And I think what they're saying to you is, you're not imagining it, Susan. It happened. Yeah, I think so for you. This is the laboratory. And, if you think about it, God's up there in the heavens going, all right, what's going on? Oh, there's Susan. She's with all those other people. I really think so. So, wow. I'm so happy you were able to do that. That is fabulous. Yeah, just fabulous. All right. All right. Okay. Bye, Kate. If I didn't, you're welcome, Susan. I hope that made sense to you. Yeah. I kind of just felt like it was exciting. I could feel the excitement. Did you really see a white figure sitting in your bedroom door of my cat, Shy? Yeah, you did. You did. Shy hasn't been away. Shy you don't always see Shy. When you probably, and obviously you caught it probably out of the corner of your eye. Have you ever felt anything on your bed, like movement, or I don't know if Shy went on your bed at night or whatever, but sometimes we can feel that. If you have another pet, the other pet will look at something, and especially cats. And I don't know if you have another cat, and go, oh, there's the cat. And I think the most valuable one that I saw was, there was a cat in a video, and her dog friend had passed within the last few hours. And the cat was sitting looking at something, and with its paw was going like this. And I really felt like the cat could be seen, at least by the dog. They don't have any judgment about it. It's not like, oh, I don't know if I saw that. They just see it and they say, oh yeah, there it is. So, oh yeah. All right. So you got the Tao of flow, which is fabulous. It's sitting in the energy of peace and harmony and flow that can come into your life. And if you can get and stay in flow, which isn't always easy for everyone, you will start seeing a lot more things, I think. And it's not being afraid of what you're seeing. And, usually if you see a cat or a dog, you're not afraid anyway. It's wonderful that you see them. But sometimes it might be preparing you for people. I don't know. Might be. It's saying that maybe you were going through some shadow work, which means looking at some of the negative things that we do or feel or are, but it doesn't mean that we live that 24/7. It just means everybody's got a shadow side. Everybody's got a side of them that, and it's so interesting because was your cat was white, or was it more ghost like white? Because I'm thinking if your cat was white, you can see the difference between the light and the shadow work. So you may have seen the shadow of the cat, and I love that. That's wonderful. I love that. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, full on, and yeah, you feel jumps on the bed a lot. Yeah. Oh, it's pronounced shy. Yep. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. I'm so glad you're with us. We have a lot of really nice people here and a lot of nice people in the chat that always reach out and help. Okay, so she was a red cat. She was blonde. Okay, which is still light. Yeah, which is still a light color. Yeah, that's fabulous. Yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. And I know everybody else welcomes you as well. Yeah. All right. Portal for you, Rush. All right. My dog can hear me. She's out there. I have the door shut, but I've been on for over an hour. And then when I've been on for over an hour, whether she's sitting in the room or sitting outside the door, she wants me to know that she's waiting for me and she's hungry. Never fails. Never fails. Oh, that's funny. All right. Rush, nice to see you again. I think I saw you this morning on Gerald's channel. Thank you. So you have a choice. It's interesting. This is the second time I pulled this card. And for the other lady, it was you have a choice, and there's 3 choices. That may be true for you as well, or you're interested in making a choice of which way you want to go with whatever it is. Could be a career, could be spiritual pursuits. It could be a new job. I mean, it could be anything. It just could be, I want to start eating better, or I want to go bowling. I'm being silly in a way, but not really, because it could be a whole bunch of different things but you are having a choice you can make in order to move forward. And it said you have mastered whatever it is that you had to master before you were asked to make the choice. So you've been working on it. You've been working diligently with it. And as you can see, this one comes out of the portal and he stands holding a sword. So you're fully prepared, and you are also illuminated by light. So you have been enlightened to have mastery over this particular area of your life. And finally, it said you've passed the initiation. You've passed the initiation, and you're moving forward, and you're starting down a new whole road, whichever one you choose. And so there's your portal for you. And I love it because you'll notice on the side there's holes. And we don't know if there's more portals over that way or not, but it doesn't matter because this person is not in a rush. And I know it came to my mind, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that person's kind of walking slow, diligently walking down the path. And then of course that's your name. So it's very interesting. Don't be in a rush. It all will unfold for you. That's wonderful. All right. I have Sonia. I have Sonia, D. Alloway, and Kimber next. Okay. A message from the elemental angels and guides of your apartment. Certainly. Got a new angel deck. Angel Quest. Angel Quest, let's see what it says. Are you thinking of moving? I can't remember if we talked about that or not. All right. I will do a collective at the end for the group, a collective reading before we leave today. So if you're feeling like you want some kind of a energy read, we can do that for the people that are here. Oh, Mary, I love that you have a dog named Happy. Oh, Happy sobs because there's no dogs that can come out to play. Oh, my Lord. Well, Mary, I think he's happy to be with you. So, yeah, that's awesome. Val can only send text messages. Okay. Poor Val. We were looking forward to this for like 2 weeks. All right. So, Sonia, the first one is wisdom. The angel of wisdom is granting you insight from the higher realms. I like this guy. And he looks like one of the Asian masters, but he's got the beautiful wings and he's holding a stick and he's saying, you've got the wisdom to know the answer, Sonia, but just know the angels are also protecting you and granting you much, much insight on this question. The next one is music. The angels are urging you to welcome more music into your life. I have to tell you a really odd thing. I've always been attuned to music, as you all well know, while I bust out singing sometimes. But I hear songs now, and it's not just nostalgia. I have like a physical remembering when I hear them, and I am taken back to the time that I first heard them and where I was and what I was doing in a very deep way, not just a memory way. It's like it's embedded in my soul. And just a new way of looking at something. And look at that, the beautiful harp. How lovely is that? Finally, it says, we love having authentic communication with you. And there's Archangel Gabriel urging you to speak your truth. Yep. If you're having any kind of apartment issues, you need to speak your truth. You need to let them know. And you can call in Michael with his sword to help you. If you know, I think you have, maybe we all lack a little bit of courage. We don't want to stir the pot, but sometimes we have to stir the pot or the stuff gets stuck at the bottom, and that's yucky. All right. Thank you, my dear. Okay. All right, dear Luann. I'm going to pull some cards. You've just had a really, I'm going to pull the guiding light cards because you lost your little dog. And I want you to know that we're holding space for you in the healing for the loss of your baby. And the only thing that I can say is that that beautiful baby will be right there at the Rainbow Bridge for you whenever it's your turn. So it will take a while for you to reconcile the loss, and that's okay. It's all right. They don't stay long enough. It's so sad. We'd love them to stay with us our whole lives. So yes, it says parting ways, and that's exactly what happened. In a way, it feels like a parting of the ways. But remember, it says here in this card, it might be time to move on, but no, it isn't. But I believe that your dog is saying it was time for me to move on. And that's why there was a parting of the ways. It had nothing to do with you. I love being your beautiful puppy dog. And so, you know, that's really hard, but they're so unselfish and so compassionate. They're beautiful, and they really do hold space for us and remember everything that we've done for them. Right now, you're in a period of indecision and inner conflict, so don't make any decisions maybe about having another animal at this point. You have to get through this one if you are, in fact, thinking about it. I will tell you that the best thing I have ever done is I have been open to receiving another animal when the time was right, and always have felt that the animal that passed brought that particular animal to me. So many times I used to name my dogs, like I named my dog Chloe, who has passed, but A Chloe gift of Duchess. That was her name because Duchess passed, and then I had Chloe. So, yeah. And I certainly don't want to, leave you on a somber note. I know that more upliftment would be nice. But look at this, honey. You have magic in you. You have beautiful magic in you. And look at yourself in the mirror and remember how beautiful you are. Remember how much you love and are loved. And remember the magic is there always for all of us. The magic is always there for us. We just have to think about it being there. We have to know that it's there. So thank you, my dear. Much love to you. Much, much love. Yeah. Andrea, you're going to ease on down the road. Oh, you only have Daisy May now. Well, Daisy May is going to take your time up. And it's always wonderful to have a baby because I'm sure Daisy May is going to be a little bit grief-stricken as well. So, Kimber, are there any eclipse surprises I don't know about yet in my personal life? Well, as you know, when I read for the other lady who was in Indianapolis, I really do believe it's affected us in many ways, and that we're still going to see those surprises come in. We may not get them instantaneously, but they're out there. So let's see what it says. All right. So the first card I get is a love offer, and it says you could either be asked on a date, love to the next level, or maybe you have a wonderful job offer. But at the very least, you're being told to offer love to yourself. How important that is. We all need to do that. Very important. And it says this love of self brings you great health. That may ask you to change up some of your nutrition habits or your work-life balance. It may set up a workout program. Maybe you're going to start walking. Maybe you're going to start going to the gym, or maybe you're just going to, take it easy and do something maybe bicycling for the summer. I don't know. We're good for your heart. The next card, interestingly enough, says higher love. So we've got the physical love. We've got the love of what we do. We've got the love of who we are, but we also have higher love. We have those, our ancestors and those who reside in the other side, angels, guides, all of that. They're on your side. They want you to know you have higher love accessible to you. And I want you to look at the picture. It's a beautiful gold statue, and the double helixes are on the side. So this is saying divine love is our birthright. It's built into our DNA, and we have to accept it and move into it whenever we feel that we are forsaken, for sure. But we start by loving ourselves. This is just a vessel we're in, but we got to take care of the vessel. Because, you know what it's like if you have a car and you don't put oil in it or gas in it, or somebody smashes into it, you don't get it fixed. Eventually that car falls apart. Well, it's the same with our bodies. And the same with our minds. So I think your personal life may heat up. You may even find a love. I don't know if you don't have one. So, yeah. All right. So that's the last card for the readings. I am going to just do a collective for everybody. All right. Rush, you're facing lots of options. Yeah. It's always hard to know which one to take. And I've actually heard that if we have more than 2 or 3 options, it's too much. We can't make a decision. It's like, have you ever had anybody say, you want to go out for Chinese food, Mexican? I've said this before. And then you say, well, what about Moroccan food? Or what about if we just go get fast food? Or I'm I don't know. What do you think? And then you say what you think, and they say, well, what about this kind? It's like it's too many choices to make. And, it could be used as a metaphor for other things in our lives. So, yeah. All right. Wow. Oh, this is a great collective reading. I'm happy with the cards that I pulled. This is also from What We've Forgotten deck, which is a fairly new oracle deck that I have gotten and just is beautiful. And it is not the portal deck, but look what I got. I got portal. We have all been brought to the portals. We have portals around us all the time, choices that we can make to walk through different doors. And whatever door you choose was the door you were supposed to choose because you chose it intuitively. But what if I go through that door and bad things happen? Bad things will happen all throughout one's life. It isn't necessarily because you went through that particular door. You just have to take it and move forward. There are no mistakes. There's always the right thing to do, and you trust it with your gut. The second one is our gifts are going to begin to explode for us. Look at that explosion. And I love it because it looks like the sun, and it looks like coming up from the crown chakra is all the white light that we have infused in us. And if you look at the colors down here, the moon isn't particularly that color, but it kind of is. It has a grayish hue to it. So our gifts are all going to be exploding for us. And we may just be surprised what's going to happen today. If you remember your dreams, look to your dreams, write them down if you can remember them. They're very, very important. They have clues for you. And we have a dream show here on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 Eastern, that we talk about some of the dreams people have had. I'm also doing a dream class, and the information is on my community page, if that even interests anybody. It's a tool for your toolbox. Finally, what is it going to do? It's going to put us in a state of wonder. Oh my God, I just love this reading. It's like, look at, we've come through all this way, and now there's another door sitting here in front of us. And I wonder what's on the other side. And it's your life. It's your life. Don't let anybody else tell you what to do. Don't anybody else tell you where to go, how to be. You make those decisions, and know that if you use your intuition and your heart, that you will know what the answer will be. We must live in wonder and not necessarily expectation, but wonder, because it frees the flow. It freezes up. I'm sorry. It doesn't, it free, F-R-E-E, not freeze. It frees our flow and allows us to move into more learning, more dimensions, and so on. So, everybody, how wonderful is that? Oh, that's good, Sonia. Oh, they aren't nice to people. Oh, be overly nice, Sonia. Oh, how are you? I hate that because sometimes it's like, oh God, I'm being fake if I do that. But sometimes people don't know what to do with nice. And that's what happened at that job my husband was at. He used to say hi and shake hands. How are you today? And they go, "Rah." And by 6 months, they were all going, hi, Keith, how are you? Oh my God, high five. Yeah. Just because he was nice to them. A lot of people don't know what to do with nice. You're welcome, sunshine. And we're glad you're here. Thank you, Carolyn. Thanks to everybody for being here with us today. I'm sorry, Val kind of had to poof out. I know she's disappointed. We'll try to come back again. I am glad that she took the time to explain at the beginning of the video what was going on astrologically. So you can go back and listen to it if you want. Hi, Harley. Nice to see you. Everybody have a beautiful weekend. Members, don't forget, I have a members meeting tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Pacific time. And I'll see you there. All right. Bye, everybody. Much love.